Welcome to the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe, sponsored by Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. I'm Kimberly Crow, your host and the creator of the Facebook community, Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel, a community by entrepreneurs, for entrepreneurs, helping entrepreneurs and experts get their businesses to the next level. Come join the community at www.entrepreneursrocketfuel.com/Facebook and join the conversation. Today, I'm going to interview Melanie Crane. Melanie Crane helps couples who are also entrepreneurs, and she is an expert on helping them make sure that they show up as their best self as a couple, as well as an entrepreneur in their business and personal life. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe, Melanie.
Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that.
Super excited to have you here. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became an expert in this area.
My husband and I have been entrepreneurs for 21 years. We've been married for 22 of those years. And we went through some really hard things, and we hit rock bottom and almost lost our marriage. But because of the things that we learned, we were able to come back. And now we want to share that with other couples so that they can miss the pitfalls that we fell into.
Oh my gosh. So which one of you was an entrepreneur, or were you both?
Both.
Yes. So both at the same time. There was some conflicting energies, some conflicting frustrations and things that were coming up. Were you in the same business, or were you in separate businesses?
It varied depending on, I've had several different businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and everything from massage therapy to financial advisor to coach and, executive and business coach. So,
and then he
came along with me, but we were at different times.
Mm-hmm.
So
I could definitely see that. And you have children as well, is that right?
We do. We have 5 children, ages 3 to 17.
Oh, wow. So are they a major factor in it as well, and working around their needs?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and with entrepreneurship, do you find you have flexibility with it, where you can trade off the duties with the children, or is it easier as both of you being entrepreneurs with some flexibility, or is it even harder?
It depends, but for the most part, easier because you get to decide what your schedule looks like. And it's been amazing to be able to be supportive in their sports and their different activities that they do. And yes, they are definitely part of it. In fact, my son is starting this year in working in our business.
Wow. I love that. I actually worked with my son in business as well. I'm a huge I recommend that highly. It gives people a really great opportunity to see if entrepreneurship is right for them at an early age. Do you feel like your son is going to emerge as an entrepreneur, or is he just testing the waters?
I think he's testing the waters right now, but his vision is that he understands that we had him do a budget, and he realized what minimum wage doesn't cover. And so by doing that, he realized that that's not the job for him. He doesn't want to go there, and he wants to create jobs instead of needing a job.
Awesome. I really like that. All right. So back to you and your husband working together as a couple. You actually have, when you're working with your clients, you have pillars that you take them through. Can you share some of those with us today?
We do. We have 7 pillars. We call them the 7 pillars of business and marriage prosperity.
Okay.
The first one is accountability. There's a 5-step process to accountability. And what that does is it takes you from victim mentality into personal power. The second one is vision. Our vision it's not a pipe dream. It has to be so crystal clear that you can smell it, taste it, feel it, that you can close your eyes and experience it as if it's happening right now, and then have an action plan to make it happen. The third one is communication. This is how we teach you how to really hear each other, whether it's your client or your family, your relationship with your spouse or significant other, and your children. And it validates them and helps you be able to create deep and lasting and fulfilling relationships.
I love it. That's very powerful. I think everybody can do a little bit more with communication, whether they're in a couples relationship, or they're working with their kids, or they're working with their parents, or whether they're working with their employees. Everybody can do a little bit more about communication.
Absolutely.
I feel like this is a place where a lot of entrepreneurs really struggle.
Yes. I think it comes down to not knowing how, especially because there's so much added stress as a financial advisor, as I have been, but as any kind of an entrepreneur, because you care about so many more things than punching a clock. You care about how the business does. You care about how it affects your family. You care about how it affects your clients and how you're serving and supporting them. And so that communication, when it breaks down, it falls apart and it has a ripple effect that can completely damage and sever relationships.
All right. Well, good to know. All right. So before we let you go, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
But I would like to know, for our audience, can you share with us a little bit about how they can work with you directly? Is there anything they can do to reach out if they want to work with you directly?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have a website, BAM Prosperity, BAM, so for business and marriage prosperity.com. And you can go there and we have what's called a 2-week booster to marriage and business prosperity that you can go ahead and then we'll get your contact information, or you can email us at support@bamprosperity.com.
Support@bamprosperity.com. And it's BAM, BAM for business and marriage prosperity. I love that a lot because I think that's a really dynamic piece to being an entrepreneur. Melanie, thanks so much for being here today. Folks, this is the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. We interview experts on a variety of different topics, sharing how they show up as entrepreneurs in the world and what they bring in genuine love and appreciation for the entrepreneurial world. I'm Kimberly Crow. We'll see you next time. Cheers.